Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would film another video that's kind of a controversial take, but you know what? I love doing these. I did one recently about Cleo and Deuce, why they belong together. Now I'm going to talk about something even more controversial. And keep in mind that I know I'm a newer Monster High fan, but I caught on really quick, so I know the lore, I know the backstories. I've watched all the movies, all the G1 movies. I have seen all the G2 movies and all the G3 movies. So, I'm talking about the live action. So I know what's going on. So today, the subject matter is Valentine is not gay. He's not. So I wanted to make this for a while because I think everybody thinks he is or something. So, most people do. I think maybe there's relatively few, but I know no one's going to say it. So I'm going to be the first to say it, I guess. That I know about, at least. I'm sure other people have said it. Anyways, so before we get started, I'm not homophobic. So I feel like that's everybody's go-to. You're homophobic, you're this, you're that, you're transphobic, I don't even know what you guys want to call it. I guess gay-phobic? Okay. I'm really not. If I was homophobic, I wouldn't even be able to talk about this, or say the word, or see anything of it in my life. If I saw it, I would have, ran away. If I was homophobic, I would just be scared of people like that. But no, I'm not. I can look those people in the eye, I can talk to them, I can speak to them. I don't have a problem with those people. I don't. This is just an opinion that I don't think Valentine is gay. And I'm about to get into why. I'm just doing this disclaimer. I'm not homophobic. Don't come at me. I'm not taking away anyone's rights. Don't even start with me, because I'm not even talking politically. I'm literally just talking about the lore of Monster High. So, I'm primarily talking about webisodes and the G1 movies. The G3... I'm sorry. Why did I say G3? I meant to say the G1 3D movies. That's what I was going to say. That's what I was trying to say. Those medias, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? I'm not talking about diaries. I'm not talking about comic books. I'm not talking about lore. I'm not talking about headcanons. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about the Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love movie. That's the only thing I've seen him come out in. I know there was a comic book he came out in G1. But it had nothing to do with that either, him being gay. At least I don't think it did. It's been so long since I've actually seen that. I don't remember. But I'm talking about Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love. I'm only talking about that movie. Hence why Dracula is here. So, in that movie, if you guys don't know what that movie is, I'm sure most of you do know, for that matter. Most of my Monster High fans, I know you guys probably know what that movie is, or have seen it, have heard of it, just know the story, maybe not have watched it. But Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love is basically a movie about Dracula misses her ex-boyfriend, Valentine, and she's gonna have a birthday party, and Toralei is a bully. She's the mean girl at school. She's the orange cat. She wasn't invited, and so she calls Valentine to come. And she's like, hey, because she pretends to be Dracula and, says, oh, I want you to come and this and that. I miss you, whatever. She's pretending to be Dracula. And so then he gets there and Toralei is like, hey, I'm the one that actually called you. I think that's what happened. So, yeah, that's what happened. But Valentine's true intention was he was trying to steal Dracula's heart, because she had to leave her old school back then because they thought she was like sucking someone's blood. She was eating a tomato. It was a misunderstanding. And before Valentine could try to steal her heart with his powers or something, she left, so he couldn't get to her. That's the story. And so Valentine comes Eventually, Dracula can't decide, because she's with Claude at this point. She can't decide, should I be with Claude or should I be with Valentine? She's already been with Claude, but Valentine was her first love, so she's, not sure what to do. She was oblivious to Valentine's original plan. So, anyways, he ends up putting her under a spell. They need to break the curse before she becomes permanently, her heart becomes permanently broken by Valentine. That's how he gets his powers, and he's done it to other girls, whatever. So that's the story, in case you guys don't know what it is. Maybe I'm not explaining it the best, but that's what it is. You can look it up on IMDb, or you can look it up anywhere. Anyways, in that story, not once did Valentine say, I'm gay, I'm coming out, I'm this, I'm that. I never heard that one. And I know you guys have not heard that either, because that never happened. 2, if he was gay, he would have gotten his powers from stealing guys' hearts and girls' hearts, not just one or the other. So he's not gay. 2, if he really was, they would have showed him walking, down the hall, when he was there. And, I don't know, he looks at another guy and maybe has feelings for that guy. But that never happened either. Yeah, there's no confirmation in the actual movie whether he is or he isn't. So, yeah, he's not. I'm going to tell you guys this, though. If you wanted me to be specific, I will be. So, in the Diary series, so all the Monster High dolls, at least the G ones, not all of them, but most of them, let me zoom out, they come with these diaries. They're kind of like a little booklet about the doll, about me. I'm going to use her for example. Age 1,600, favorite food, cherries. I'm making it up. I don't think that's her favorite food. I think it's fruits and vegetables. It's very vague, but it's just an example. Cherries. Favorite hobby, this. Best friend, Claudine, Frankie, whatever. So they come with those, and then in these diaries, they have little entries, about their life. Monday, September 27th. It's just an example. Today, I went with Claude to the park, and we each had a sandwich. It's like if Dracula wrote that. So in the Diary series, I think they made Valentine gay or something, or they hinted at it. I don't have that doll. I've heard of the Diary. You guys can read them online, I think. I think it's at Monster High Fandom Wiki, something like that. Yeah, there's a website for all things Monster High. It'll tell you. But my point is, in there, okay, maybe he is. There's more. He probably is in those Diary series. But in Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love, he's actually not. There's actually different versions of him if you think about it. You guys can't say the Diary is the same version as the 3D movies. It's not, because one, in the Diary series, Draculaura, yes, our Draculaura, dated Jackson. And that never happened in the G1 3D movies. If it did, they probably would have talked about it. Just like Cleo dated Claude. Yes, she did in the Diary series, but not in the G1 3D movies. Cleo never dated Claude in those movies. They don't show her with him. They don't even really show him interact. I think they interact. They just don't interact often. I mean, they're all friends, right, at Monster High. I guess they could be friends, but they're not best friends, and they're not boyfriend, girlfriend. They're just friends. They're just acquaintances. But anyway, my point is, so the diaries do not connect to the movies whatsoever. So before you guys come at me and say, oh, but the diaries, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're both G1, but they're two different versions of G1. As far as new content that's been released last year, this year, maybe even the previous years, I'm not talking about that. If you want to say in the new whatever he's this, go for it. I mean, I'm not stopping you. This is just my opinion I'm sharing with you guys. And like I said before, I'm not homophobic. I'm just saying that never happened in Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? It really did not happen. So a lot of times people are like, oh yeah, he was, and this and that. And they think like the character in the movies is, and he's not. I know I made this. I think I made a video of this before, actually. Yeah, I did. And I was saying he's actually not, and this and that, but I didn't elaborate on it. And today I wanted to elaborate more on it. So I'm basically saying, no, he's actually not. He's straight, obviously. He gets his power from girls. Not guys, girls. I really think if he was gay, or whatever you want to call it, I guess. There's so many names for it. I think he would get his power from both genders, or the opposite, or the same one, like him, like a guy basically. But no, he's really not in the Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love. I don't know why everyone proceeds to say that. But yeah, you never really know. I never really know what you guys are gonna say, but honestly, if you guys get offended, I really don't care. This is my opinion. Opinions are meant to be heard, and you can quietly agree or disagree. You guys don't have to comment. You guys don't have to, I don't know, rage bait me in the comments or give me all these hate comments. Because if you give me a hate comment, I'm probably just going to delete it or block you. If you say, but Valentine's actually this in the movie because blah, 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 I'm still going to remove it because that doesn't even make sense. I watched the movie probably like a few times because it's a good movie. And there's no implication that he is gay. He's just a vampire. He was just a villain. I'm going to talk a little bit about Claudine too, because I see so many people saying she's a lesbian when she's not. I mean, it's insane. So, and I have proof. So, in Ghouls Rule, it was this movie, I believe. Yeah, it was Ghouls Rule. In Ghouls Rule, I'm pretty sure I'm right though, Dracula wanted Claudine to go on a double date. And Claudine's like, no way, I'm not going with you, my brother, and then some random guy I don't even know, whatever. Well, Dracula tries speed dating with her, like, she gets all these guys to do speed dating with Claudine. Claudine doesn't like it. Dracula says, well, what about my cousin? You might like him. And yes, he's a guy before you guys even say that. No, it's not. No, he really is a guy. That Dracula tries to set up her male cousin with Claudine. And Claudine's like, no, she hadn't even met him. Well, at the end of Ghouls Rule, they're all like, hanging out, dancing, because it's like a party, I guess. They're finally getting along with the humans. You guys can go watch the full movie if you want. I'm just kind of wrapping things up. And Claudine looks over, she goes, wow, who's that? And it turns out it's Dracula's cousin. And Claudine liked him. So obviously, Claudine's not a lesbian. I don't know where you guys are getting these ideas. And again, Claudine being straight, I'm only talking about this, again, in the 3D movies and the webisodes. That's it. I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about, again, the new content they released, G2 or G3. In G2 and G3, she's not either. But I'm not going to talk about those right now. I'm only talking about G1, the webisodes, and the movies. Even in Claudine's Diary series, even in that version, she's not. So I really don't know where you guys are getting this from. I know one thing people say, they'll be like, Claudine didn't want Dracula to date Claude because it's her brother and she liked Dracula. That didn't even happen. One, if that was the case, I'm sure they would have made like a whole episode about it. Two, Claudine later apologized to her and said, you know what, it's fine. She even said, and I quote, if I'm getting this right, I don't know word for word. If I mess up, it's not a big deal. She said, you're the only one I know who's good enough for my brother. She told Draculaura that. Claudine's not a lesbian. You guys have to quit it. Like, I mean, seriously. If you want to call her one, that's fine. I'm just saying, technically, she's not. Also in the webisodes, I think at one point, Claudine said, like, Holt was cute or commented about it. So she's obviously likes guys. I'm not saying she's boy. Guys, I'm sorry. My camera cut. I was running out of storage. I just deleted a few things. What I was trying to say is Claudine is not. She's not like that. Because of, again, the following reasons I told you. So I don't know, again, why people think she is. So she's obviously fine now with Claude and Draculaura. Honestly, I think Claudine realized she just doesn't want to be in a romantic relationship with anyone. Anyone. I think Claudine's very independent. I think she doesn't need a man. I think she's fine on her own. So I think that's why she doesn't have a boyfriend. And it seems like you guys will be like, oh, well, this Monster High ghoul, a girl, doesn't have a boyfriend. She must be a lesbian or, I don't know, asexual, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. That's not true. Just because a ghoul in Monster High doesn't have a boyfriend doesn't make her... It doesn't make her sexuality different. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope this helps give you guys a different perspective. Again, I really don't care if you want to hate on me or if you want to say, oh, this girl said this and it's terrible, it's homophobic. It's not homophobic. Again, if I was homophobic, I wouldn't even be able to talk about this. Okay? I wouldn't even be able to last in the Monster High community. Because a lot of people talk about this, and I don't know why. In G1, nobody in the 3D movies or the G1 webisodes, nobody is gay. Nobody. Or any of the other words you want to use. No one's even like that. There's no proof. None. And you guys will say Kiyomi's whatever too. We don't even know why she was haunting Dracula. I don't even remember the reason, but it wasn't that. That wasn't the reason. I think Dracula was like the chosen one or something. I don't know. It was something like that. But again, if they really wanted to make Kiyomi something, they wouldn't have made Dracula with Claude at all. They would have made them together instead, and that never happened. So if you guys want to say they're this, they're that, they're whatever, I mean, go for it. But, like, I'm telling you guys right now, that's not even true. That's false information. So, at the end of the day, this isn't even just about Valentine. It's about all of them. None of them are like that. In the G1 3D movies and the G1 webisodes, because I know you guys are going to come at me, in the new series this, and the new series that. Yeah, I know, comic books have been made, and they made some people different. I know that, you know? I know. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the OG Monster High, basically. And again, I'm not talking about Valentine and his diary series. I'm talking about, again, the old G1 media, primarily. The webisodes and the movies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, you can like it. If you don't, go ahead and dislike it. Whatever. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to film today. I know this is a controversial take. I'm not hating on anybody. I'm letting you guys know this. I'm not trying to go to war with anyone. I'm just, again, freely speaking my opinion. You guys can either get mad or you can agree or disagree. I really don't care. So, have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!